I actually didn't know that I had been trafficked until I was told by another girl I was working with in porn that what had happened to me was sex trafficking. Not understand that I was being trafficked. It wasn't until I was in that restorative care home that one of the other girls was like, that was your pimp. And I had to understand these things because that's the mind, twist that happens there.
At what point did you start to realize that you were in the life of sex trafficking?
Um, so that's another interesting point because I actually didn't realize that as sex trafficking until I was probably 24.
I didn't even know that I had been trafficked until I was like 20. I didn't
Realized I was being trafficked years later, about 8 years after turning 18. So when I was 26, realized I was in another trafficking situation. Was able to use that situation to actually get out of the industry, and
When did it start to hit you that, you know what? I'm kind of not in control here. Like, I'm not, this isn't empowerment. This is exploitation. At what point of your life did you have that, if ever?
So it was pretty early on.
I had to have someone else tell me like what happened to you. What was going on with you was not consensual. Um, and once I started to put those pieces together, that was when I was able um, to see that. So it wasn't until I was actually out of the situation, and I didn't see this as trafficking, and I didn't see this as prostitution. I saw this as like just contributing and honestly being loved and loving someone back.
Where were you at this time? Were you in a club, or were you escorting, or what?
All of them.
All of them. You
All
were
three.
You were a multitasker, is what you
I
were.
was. I was
Okay.
still on tour, is what I thought of myself.
There you go. Girls got to do what a girl's got to do. That's the title of my first book.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
But at the time, I was like, well, I'm so hot that he's attracted to me and not like these other women, right? And I had been forced to grow up so fast that I really already looked at myself as if I was an adult. I'm an extrovert. I'm a 3 on the Enneagram, if that means anything to, you or anybody. So I like attention. I like affirmation. I like knowing that I'm doing a good job and being the best at whatever I am at that time. So this was like, oh yeah, I'll do this. This is great. And so I had to have someone else tell me like what happened to you. What was going on with you was not consensual.
just a few days after my 18th birthday and told me, this is where you're going to work now and this is how you're going to make money for me. It made perfect sense. It wasn't anything that was out of the ordinary. In fact, I kind of always knew that strip clubs and porn would be where I would end up. And I thought like that will be where I find success because I'll be able to be visible at that point. And